Now I want to take some time and address this little matter here. Matter of performing some basic operations on integers, positive and negative. Normally, most persons are okay with when they have just positive values. When the negative numbers come in the picture now, then it's a big issue for a lot of persons. Persons who I know even personally struggle with this thing. Alright? I know sometimes we use number line and there are all type of explanations. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a full sum video on that and all the different ways that we can do these type of calculations. But I want to focus on one particular type in this video, right? Just to address addition and subtraction, alright? Now, if I ask you to add say -2 plus 5. Alright, a lot of persons would struggle with that. Now, I'll introduce this to you. A nice way to look at it. So you're working out -2 plus 5. Do something like this. -2, so it means you have put 2 negative signs to represent the -2. And positive 5, how many positive signs you think you're going to put here now? Positive 5, let's put, yes, well, we have no option. 5, let me just change the color there. Positive 5, we want to use 5 positive signs, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And see it as negative cancel positive. Negative cancel positive. And what are you left with? Are we using blue to represent positive? Or are we using yellow to, well? Alright, so it's positive 3. Good? Let's work out something like -4 plus 1. -4 plus 1. So I'm going to use yellow to represent the negative and blue for the positive, alright? Let me do that. So -4. So how many negative signs are going to put? 1, 2, 3, 4 negative signs. And how many positive signs? 1. Negative cancel positive. So what are you left with now? You're left with 3 negative signs. Alright, so -3. -2 plus 8. And I think you'll get a stage now where you probably don't need to do this anymore. But anyway, let's do it one more time. -2 plus 8. So you'll see that 2 of this negative sign will cancel 2 of this positive sign and leave you with 6, right? But anyway, so -2, so 2 negative signs, and then how many positive signs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 positive signs to represent the positive 8, and 2 negative signs to represent -2. And then negative cancel positive, negative cancel positive. So what are you left with now? You're left with 6 positive signs. So the result is positive 6. Let's get some more practice with it. So if I ask you to work out -5 plus 9. We're doing it this way. So you think of how many negative signs here? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how many positive signs? 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How much am I going? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So negative cancel positive. 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 And you're left with what now? 4 positive signs. So the answer is +4. Good? But if you have something like this now, minus 2, minus 6. Let's represent it same way. How many negative signs we have? 2 negative signs to represent negative 2. And then for the 6, negative again. So 6 negative signs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Any cancelling happen? No cancelling not going here. So no, the cancelling only occurs when negative and positive go together. But it's just negative. So for these, we just say you add and you keep the signs. Because you look at it, it's 8 negative signs. So you add and keep the sign. So if I add, so we got minus 2, minus 3. No cancelling happen. So you have 5 negative signs. So it's time, so, and then now, so we have to transfer this knowledge now, because what if I ask you to work out something like that now? Negative 90, negative 98 plus 100. Alright? So it will be ridiculous for you to write out 98 negative signs and 100 positive signs, right? So think of it like this. So you have 98 negative signs. Will you cancel? 98 positive signs. So out of these 100 positive signs, 98 of them will be cancelled, leaving you with 2. Alright? So if I ask you something like what is minus 50, minus 40, you have 50 negative signs, and you have 40 more negative signs. So in other words, you have 90 negative signs. Alright? If you have, so I think you're getting it now. So if I have something like 2 minus 7, and again, same way, this 2 is positive 2, so 2 positive signs. How much negative signs? 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these cancel, that cancel that, leaving you with what? 5 negative signs, so negative 5. I think of it like, okay, these 2 positive signs will cancel 2 of these negative signs, leaving you with 5. So if I ask you, what is 4 minus 11? So again, 4 of this positive sign will cancel 4 of this negative sign, leaving you with what? Correct? Leaving you with 7 negative signs. And you can do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you have 11 negative signs. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of these will cancel. But you have 7 more to put down to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're left with 7 negative signs. So if I ask you what is negative 2 plus 18, you should be able to move from writing down these now and say, okay, 2 of this negative sign will cancel 2 of this positive sign, leaving you with 16 positive signs. Good? Alright, I hope we are a little better at this thing now. And we can just do a quick review of the multiplication rules. So when you're multiplying a negative number times a negative number, we know it's positive. And once they are mixed, negative times positive, or a case of positive times negative, then we know these give us negative, right? And of course, positive times positive, of course, we know that is positive. But notice the only time you get negative is when the signs are different. So for example, if I ask what is 2 times 3, negative 2 times 3, it's a positive, it's a negative, right? Because once the signs are different. If I ask what is 4 times negative 5, of course the result is negative once the signs are different, alright? But if their signs are same, like 2 negative, like negative 2 times negative 3, that's positive 6. Or negative 4 times negative 5, that's positive 20. Notice the only time you get negative is when one of the values, one of them is positive and one is negative. Alright? That's the only time you get negative. And this one positive, one negative, so you get negative. Once the signs are mixed, you get a negative. But negative times negative, you end up with a positive, right? And it's the same thing for division. All of these rules is the exact same rule for division. just delete. So the rule for division is the same as the rule for multiplication. Alright? In the sense of, so if you divide a negative number divided by a negative number, you get a positive. But once one is positive and one is negative, or vice versa, then the result is negative. Alright, one is the mix. So in other words, if I ask what is minus 10 divided by minus 2, it's positive 5, right? But if I ask what is 6 divided by minus 2, that's negative 3. And if I ask what is negative 8 divided by 2, that's negative 4. So notice once one is positive, whether it's a numerator or a denominator, once one is positive and one is negative, you get a negative result. But negative divided by negative is positive, just the same as with multiplication. Alright, I hope that helps a little bit. In the future, near future, I plan to do an extended video on this issue here. But that's practically it in a nutshell.